You have guts, champion. I'll give you that.
What can I do for you, Aloy?
Alright, now let's see what we got. Okay, so wait, I have 157 medals? Okay, so no, these are hunting medals. Okay, so once I get the arena medals, I can get these things. This one I'm not terrifically interested in. But the Forge Fall and the Blast Forge, these are. The deal with this one is that it uses regular arrows, shock arrows, and that one all the way there on the right with the only six. That one is one that will actually cause my overridden machines to actually target that machine specifically. But I'm not terrifically interested in that one. Admittedly, that tear is redonkulous, but eh, mm, I'm not terrifically interested in shock damage, and that last one doesn't seem all that great. These two, however, as you can see, these are absolutely awesome. The plasma, I fire that with an arrow, it essentially turns it into a bomb. Then once it hits, once I fill it to the max, and then the timer runs out, it'll create a massive explosion. Plus, it deals extra damage to my flying enemies, and I have a 25% chance to shock, and it also deals 25 extra and the Blast Forge is just plain ridiculous. It fires regular bolts, just like a regular um, bolt blaster, but it also has high explosive damage to ammunition. And as you can see, it's also got a faster speed reload, overdraw damage, and a 4% chance to instantly shock something. That means that there's a 4% chance that any bolt I fire will instantly drop a machine in shock state. But as you can see, I can only get these from the arena. Huh. Hmm. What are those? What's that one all the way on the right for the rampart blasting? A refined cartridge weapon inflicts extra damage when fired down on enemies from higher ground. Can be upgraded to deal more damage when hitting multiple targets. Direct attacks by overrun machines and getting extra damage against burning enemies. Ah, the Nora Thunder Warrior is the one that I see like everybody using. High concentration, deconcentration. Let's see. Very high except everything except frost and plasma. The more you bleed, the more your enemies do. Low health valor, low health melee, low health defense, evader. Low health, ranged, and valor. Karja Stalker Elite. There's no two ways. This is this is a stylish one. Trap limiter, quick timer, smoke bomb capacity, nibble crafter, low profile. Instant brittle, instant burning. Huh. Enemy has a chance to instantly enter the brittle state when hit by an impact or explosive or frost damage. A lot of stuff, Definitely think I'm gonna be cranking out in here
Earn
for a
more
little
medals
bit.
and the reward. Of course.
But for right
good
now,
luck.
I think it'd be a good idea if I went back and focused on what I was here to do. Let's see, we got some new bios. Embodies the hope and optimism of Chief Okar's dream of unity. She fought bravely in defense of her chief and afterwards was indeed ordained as marshal. I wonder, is she... When we were fighting, I did notice a female lowland warrior in particular. Is that her?
Hear now the words that reunited a people.
If we look into the future, discover
That R must be for restored. Minimal, severe. Minimal, severe. Minimal, severe. Minimal, severe. Intact, serrated earth grinder torn from a slitherfang. Taken from Karj orchestrals during the Red Raids, these medals signify completion in the arena. Red Raids, these medals signify completion of the hunting ground trials. Alright, but now, back to base.
My fingers feel stiff in this cold.
And in case you're wondering, banana chips.
Like this? Oh.
Oh,
You're not
Aaron's
waving
here.
a hammer around, Aaron. Try a gentler touch.
And my big sausage fingers don't really do gentle, okay?
Bring it back. Trace the line. To your right. Other right.
You only got one right.
I just saw it. It's the one Aloy found up north. Gotcha. They call it a concussion beat party or something.
Close.
Yeah, now that's music.
Aloy,
Oh, he's like,
Aaron.
pause.
you're all better. And you're here.
He said he was going to go get him.
Well, the world only goes on if you can do your thing. We learn fast enough, we help make that happen.
Huh.
You want all the backup you can get, right?
We still have much training to do, of course. One does not become hunter in a day.
Doesn't mean it won't bloom. You should know your Tanakh friend arrived.
Cthulhu.
I heard their warriors drink people's blood. I want to sleep with one eye open.
I think he's seen enough blood for a lifetime.
I showed him to one of the rooms. He seems to appreciate the privacy.
Huh.
Looks like you've got things under control. I should get this to Gaia.
Right. We'll keep on training. Catch up as fast as we can.
I'm seeing glyphs in my dreams already.
Well, while you've been off gallivanting around, I've been working with Gaia to find out more about the land gods. So from where I'm standing, you're in need of some training. Come along.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Well, gotta like a girl who knows what she wants.
Are you sure that's what the data says?
I'm telling you, it's a drink, but it's soft.
How is it soft?
It says here it had bubbles in it.
Well, we can't expect to make sense out of everything the old ones did.
Soda pop. Alright.
Welcome back, Aloy. When you're ready, please merge ether with me. Afterwards, I must discuss an important matter with you.
One thing at a time.
So,
Now what's up?
what did you want to discuss?
While you were away, I received an unusual transmission on my dedicated Aletheia frequency.
Aletheia. That's one of the sub-functions you couldn't detect before.
Yes. The transmission occurred so slowly that at first it seemed like an accidental blip of data amongst background static. Once I noticed this irregularity, it took some time to collate the complete message.
It's just bits and pieces.
Coordinates. Where does it lead?
To a mountain to the northwest of this facility. A word of caution, Aloy. It is possible this transmission is genuine. It is also possible it is being broadcast by someone or something else.
You don't think it's actually Aletheia?
I am uncertain.
What's SOS?
It is an old-world code. A distress signal. A desperate plea for help.
Here's the question. What does SOS even stand for? I mean, I know what it means, but what does it stand for?
Why would Aletheia send a coded transmission on a frequency only the two of you can communicate on?
I believe it was done as a precaution to avoid detection, or at least to create the appearance of the desire to do so. I am also uncertain why Aletheia would expect that I would be able to detect and respond to its distress signal at all. As far as it is aware, I no longer function.
Okay, so either Aletheia is in trouble and sent the message hoping you were out there, or has to go to these coordinates, pretending to be Eleuthia.
That is my conclusion as well.
You said the coordinates lead to a mountain to the northwest. What's there?
I have no record of anything of note in that vicinity.
Huh.
Okay, and what about the other number in the message? 237. Any idea what that means?
I have queried my available databases, but it does not appear to have any significance. Perhaps its meaning can only be understood at the indicated coordinates.
Could the Zeniths be sending the transmission?
According to the data I reviewed on your focus, the Zeniths recovered the other Gaia root kernel in the Hades Proving Lab. It is feasible they used it to gain access to my internal frequencies.
So, maybe they sent it thinking you'd respond and reveal your location.
Possibly. However, the transmission is highly irregular. If they intended to provoke me into revealing myself, I would expect the communication to be more routine.
Right. So maybe it's not them then.
Yeah, but if you just go banging on the... Yeah, but if they just, said, hey, we're here, come and help us, that immediately would have caused some suspicion.
Alright. I'll go to the coordinates and check out the source of the transmission.
All by yourself? Ha! No way.
Oh boy. Yeah.
I included Erend and Varl in this briefing via their focuses. I concur that you should not investigate this alone.
What if it's a trap?
Of course it could be a trap. But if it really is Eleuthia, then it's in trouble, and I need to bring it back. Don't worry. I'll be careful and...
We're coming with you.
Huh.
Fine. Go grab your things.
We'll wait for you at the west exit, in case you need to upgrade your gear.
Always thinking she has to shoulder all this on herself. Alright. Now then for some discussion. On hold, on hold, on hold, on hold. Guess I'm not getting this done until otherwise. Huh. 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 Not much of a message. Jeez, I managed to accumulate seven skill points rather quickly.
Aloy,
That was sneaky of you, patching in Varl and Erend to our conversation.
I am pleased you accepted their help. Is there something you wish to discuss before you depart?
How's Kotallo doing?
I detect that the loss of his arm still deeply pains him, though he has not voiced his thoughts. I may
Obviously.
be able to assist in his recovery, should he be interested.
How?
Really? I'm sure he will be. How are things around here?
Zoe has been studying the morphology of her land gods in an effort to understand their sickness. Without the abilities of Hephaestus, I am unfortunately unable to correct their programming. However, Zoe and I are hopeful we will find an alternative way to heal them.
Well, keep at it.
If they could just teach him, the red stuff's bad, that would be a huge step up. Then they'd probably end up tearing up the blight themselves and stop planting it.
Varl and Zoe seem to like spending time together.
Indeed. While studying Old World data, Zoe discovered references to a dietary lifestyle known as vegetarianism. She appreciated the similarities with Utaru practices and encouraged Varl to try out this lifestyle.
How did that go?
I believe they have agreed to disagree.
How's Erend handling things?
He is becoming increasingly accustomed to use of the focus after an initial incident.
What did he do?
He unfortunately crushed his first focus as he attempted to affix it to his temple. Amongst a number of Oseram
He didn't even get
curses,
to use it.
I believe he also blamed the focus for being dainty. He
It
has
is.
given repeated assurances that it will not happen again.
Well, good thing we have a lot of extras, I guess.
In someone like his case, I can't help but think that they should probably make a larger one. You would think they'd have also like settings, being able to decrease the sensitivity or increase the font size and such.
So this facility, the Regional Control Center, it was meant to oversee the terraforming system?
For the local region, yes. Had humans received their
How local
education
is
from
local,
the
though?
Apollo database, they would have then been guided here to assume operation. As that never happened, this place remained vacant.
Until Minerva decided to settle here. So I guess this room was meant to keep an eye on conditions outside?
Yes. From here, the facility's operators would have been able to observe weather and machine activity in real time.
That would have been quite a sight.
It may still be possible to view some of them, should you find and reconnect the cameras to this room's console.
I'll keep a lookout.
Do that next, but right now...
So the Hades Proving Lab, where I found the Gaia kernel. It used to be a Pharaoh research facility?
Yes. Prior to appropriation by Zero Dawn, the facility was used to engineer and test advanced computer viruses. It appears to have been one of many research initiatives by Pharaoh Automated Solutions.
Guess it wasn't enough to build automated killing machines. He wanted viruses to infect them with too.
Isn't that essentially what a corruptor is? A giant mechanical germ?
So, a while back, before the battle at Meridian, I went into Banuk territory. I discovered another AI there. One not related to Zero Dawn. Scion. It was created to oversee operations for a volcanic stabilization project, and it spent the last 1,000 years in isolation. I'm guessing you didn't know about it?
No. From the data on your focus, it seems that Cyan was cut off from the outside world, an effort by its creators to protect it from the Pharaoh plague.
Any chance it could help us now?
I have already attempted contact, with no success. Given its previous experience with accepting an outside network request, I imagine it is unwilling to do so again.
Right. Because last time Hephaestus enslaved it. Well, that's too bad. I think the two of you would have had a lot to talk about.
Hmm.
The processor Ether was installed on was part of an ancient war museum. A memorial to something called the Hot Zone Crisis. Do you know anything about it?
My knowledge of historical events was unfortunately lost with the Apollo database. However, climate data indicates a peak in regional temperatures in the 2030s. Such conditions would see extreme, prolonged droughts, an increase in dust storms, and a loss of habitable landmass.
But they wouldn't have built a museum in the middle of a wasteland.
Thus,
So
the
I
hot
guess
zone
things got
crisis.
better eventually.
Yes. Data suggests that temperatures returned to average levels in the clawback era of the 2040s.
That was when Pharaoh got his feet on the ground initially, along with Elizabeth at his back.
There was an ancient tank embedded in the bulwark, buried under a bunch of boulders. Any idea how it got there?
During the Pharaoh Plague, the US military resumed the use of human combatants, as automated machinery was unreliable. It is possible the
Because it could be
vehicle was
because it could be
part of a
possessed and overridden.
pre-automated war fleet.
So they fought against the Pharaoh machines in the valley. Until
And
the
lost.
mountain was blasted apart and buried them.
Huh.
Gaia?
Her presence is interwoven. We exchanged. It was listening to.
Your friend.
Yes, though I am glad.
She was okay with that. She gave all of herself. The only one who could. Thanks, Gaia. So, the greatest mind, all working to build the... What was it like?
Personnel worked in rotations, at all hours of the day. Resources and technology were secured from across the world. Within a month of the project's conception, I was launched and began my education. Elizabeth encouraged me to spend time with the rest of the Zero Dawn staff. She said it was important to experience many personalities and perspectives to aid in my emotional development.
What were they like?
Even that clown,
Scared.
Tate.
Hopeful, determined. They were hurtling toward technological achievements on a scale never before attempted. I owe everything to their dedication.
See you later, Gaia.
Until next time, Aloy.
Let's see about this Cyclops.
There. Let's see what we got.
Looks like just these two.
I like this one.
Hey, Gaia. I'm back.
So I see what is.
So I guess this room was meant to keep an eye...
Yes. To observe weather and machine. It may be possible to, should you find and reconnect additional camera.
I'll keep a lookout. I'll be on my way.
I wish you.
Okay, so that was just, you know, a little bit of extra something for here. I think they only literally added like 2 or 3 lines. So first was this one. So let's see about this one.
Good choice.
Ugh, not so much. Look at all this red. Now for a little word of mouth.
Good to know. I'll check it out when I can.
Eleuthia we're going after. That's, part of Gaia. Huh?
A subordinate function.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Also means I'm not gonna be able to talk to Varl yet. Not that way.